hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do.
The bright lights of Broadway just to the east of us, and we are under the lights as well at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to... Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, it's Mims. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. Bell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Bell. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Merriman. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50. The 30. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
2 yards.
Ball at the 23, second and 8.
At the Jets' 23-yard line.
Here's Lindsay. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Just keep going. It's all right.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
The extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. The
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Short pass caught by the tight end Griffin. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Denzel Mims, the rookie, the intended receiver there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 19 tight.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Jets 0.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back.
It leads to 2nd.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Number 30, Phillip Lindsay.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. He completes this to Sutton. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
His throw incomplete.
The pass.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. A screen to Bell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The ball carrier.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Mike 51. Okay, just like that. Just like that. 51.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught by Herndon. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 13-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That is into the hands of Perriman. Touchdown, Jets. Brashawn Perriman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Brett Maher on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Touchdown, Jets.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
The 1st down pass. Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 40.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Past the 20. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
And goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's fourth and goal. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Maher on for the field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
The kick by Maher is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
Now Bell hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Results in a 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
At their own 40.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end?
That is into the hands of Perriman. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Good.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Able to get this to Gordon. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
Fourth down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
54, right there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And 7.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, fourth quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Damian Ratley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Jets 31, Broncos 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Dancing to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Jordan Jenkins on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
pass there complete to Sutton. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Gain of 16 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last
And now here is another interception. Picked by Pierre Desir. And now look at him go. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed,